Hi, I'm Mr. Right Realtor, and today we're going to do a deep research and analysis on the project, which name is Oasis by Emaar. I repeat, we will conclude everything that why you should invest this villa community, this ultra luxurious villa community here in Oasis. As you see here, it's a lagoon based community. A lagoon, that too, not a stagnant one. It would be continuously flowing. Okay, and this project is on to at the elevated height, which will go the flow of the water. The lagoons would be flowing. It won't be a problem that a stagnant water is there around. And now let me take you to the next slides. This villa includes 5 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 6 bedroom, ultra luxurious villa. Come on, I will show you the next slide now. So this is the aerial view out here. As you can see, the blue lagoons, which can be used for swimming. And the one I mentioned before, this one is a running water. It's running, it's not the stagnant. So it will be very pleasing for your aesthetics. So this is how the plan would be looking like. This is the villa community starting, the Oasis, okay, especially the Oasis. Why we need to go and invest in such a plan? As you can see, the renders in the aerial views, like how mesmerizing this is looking. Anyways, let's start with the different one now. So this is the map of Dubai, which has been zoomed in. Now on top of it, we're gonna take the 4 main villa communities. The number 1 would be the district 1. Number 2, we would be comparing it with the Dubai Hills estate. Number 3, it would be the Emirates Living. Now number 4, the Jumeirah Golf Estates. That's the neighbor to the Oasis community. Okay, they all 4 of them have a one thing common, which starts from here. That's the Al Khail Gate. This plays a very crucial role in connecting all 4 communities. That's the reason we have just taken the main road, the main connection point. That is the Al Khail Road, and that's why we are going to compare these 4 communities, villa communities especially. So I'll take you to the next slide anyways. So this is the master plan where the Oasis is going to be located. As the previous parts has been launched, the previous phases, that includes the Palmyra 2, Palmyra 3 and the Mirage. But this is the old master plan. This all entire community, this side and this side, this both has been revised. And now what we have in the next slide is only this and this. As I will tell you, it's this part of the plan, the master community, is only for the address villas. Now, the new launch, that's going to be the palace launch from Emaar Oasis. This is going to be this side, and this already been realized and it's going to be changed. And it has been done into a next step. The reason why this has been done to the master plan, because earlier it was 7,000 villas all total in the whole master community. But now Emaar has changed the plan and it's only 3,100. This is how the exclusivity of this Emaar Oasis will be catered in every manner. As you can see, I will show you in the next slide. So as I said, this branded Oasis Villa, which will have the renders like this. This is the master community plan out here. The address villa, as you can see in the blue, is all the address villa, the previous launch from Emaar. And this one, the pink, this red one or the pink one, I don't know, is like, it will be the next palace villas. And this phase will be launched in the later stages. I don't know when it would be happening. But anyways, this one will be for the future stages. But now the present launch which is going to be happening is for the villa palaces, like palace villa. Okay, and this one, the name itself is the palace. The palace is not just a name, it's just a brand. You're going to live in the brand. And it's a 5-star villa. This is the phase 3. This is how the things would be ultra luxurious. And I'll take you to the next slides. Okay, this is the community master plan out here. In this, you can see this entire piece is gonna be the palace. And as you can see here, you can see that there is a blue lagoons, water bodies, lagoons are going to be all over around. And The starting is from 13.1 million. Okay, for example, you would say, Patrick, why I should go into a community where isn't any water bodies or the lagoon, why I should be here in the land? Okay, it's totally upon you, like why you want to go with this thing. Like if you want to go on the roadside or the park side, that's totally up to you. If you want to be on the strictly on the lagoon side, then it totally depends. But there would be a slight priced height, and it would be like 13 million, 13.1 million out here. But if you would be taking something around here, the water bodies here somewhere, so it would cost you slightly more. It's like 14 and a half million. So this would be the master plan for the Oasis, where the palace villas especially. And yeah, you can say, Patrick, why you want to give me a place like here, and why it's near to the roads? And I can tell you, like, okay, this one is having a huge distance. It's 200 meters from the road, and in between you will get the parks. So it's a very huge distance that needs to be cared and that needs to be taken. So it's totally up to you. If you want to spend some couple of millions to just get to the view, that's totally up to you. And if you are strictly someone who just want to be the part of the community, then definitely you are the one who's gonna decide. It's entirely your decision. But yes, if you will join this, and definitely it would be something that you would be very happy. And the capital appreciation perspective, which we'll be discussing in further, would be very impressive. So this is the main things that will be including in the villa, the palace villas. This is the master plan. So now I'm going to take you to the next slide. That is including the amenities that you're going to get. That includes all the amenities, whether it's the wet play area, you will get the tennis court, the paddle court. See, all these blue points which has been indicated on this master plan of this particular community. So all these things you're going to get, which includes the aesthetic floor fitness, the water fire stations, and the wet play area, and on top of it a dog park which would be situated here, and the recreational trails and all that things. So ultimately you're not only getting a very good luxurious villas, but on top of it you're getting the ultra luxury amenities, which is a cherry on the cake. And now we'll move to the other slide now. Okay, now we have the all previous launches that has been done. As you can see, we had the Palmera 2, Palmera 3, which were having the 4-bedroom and the 5-bedroom. How we can forget the La Vita mansions, which was being a massive, like plot size area. As you can see, like it was really like very great to be there. So as of now, only 1,050 units has been released in the inventory. And the Mirage, you can see how gigantic these mansions and these villas were. These were the previous launches. And this is how the things were done. And you can check all the price per square foot. When we were starting, it was 1,400 AED per square foot. And for 5-bedroom, it was 1,562. Now for the Palmera 3, it was 1,580. The La Vita mansions, the ultra luxurious, the gigantic, the humongous mansions for 6-bedroom. As you can see here, it was for only 1,900 square feet. And the La Vita mansions here with the 7-bedroom, it was 2,350 AED per square feet. So you can also imagine like why you should invest and why you should take a step for a community like this, where the things are really huge, really gigantic in every manner. Now we'll move to the other slide as well. You can see the last launch, which was the address villas. Now the things which was being made here with 4-bedroom, that was with the basement, and the one which was with the 5-bedroom, it was with the basement as well. Now in this palace villas, they have introduced a new type of villa floor plan, which is the drop style, which I will tell you in the later slides as well. And this is how 5-bedroom with no basement, and this one with the 6-bedroom with the basement. So you can see the starting price starts from 13.1 million. And for the 6-bedroom, the starting is for 24.4 million and its end to 26.6 million. Now on top of it, I will tell you something why they are going to be a new launch with the palace, because last launch, what happened, like many of the people submitted the EOI, but unfortunately people couldn't get their desired units. That's why they are going to cater those people who miss that chance. And I would suggest you don't miss that chance, because this palace villas are going to be something which is going to get you the best capital appreciation. Okay, so this is the things, and they would be compensated. The people who missed that opportunity would be compensated with this new launch with the palace villas as well. I'll take you to the next slide now. So this is the palace villa. As there's only 262 units which is going to be released, as I show in the previous slides, that how the master community for this particular thing, this particular area, this is the palace, this is how it's to be done and how this is be released, as I explained you earlier. So exactly this is what you're gonna get. And we have 262 units only. We are taking the EOIs as well at same time. And as I told you, that they haven't increased any price per square foot. It's all the same from the last launches. For the 4-bedroom, it's same, it's 13.1 million. And for 5-bedroom, it's 14.1. The one which I explained you earlier is the same. And now we have an entirely different floor plan for a 5-bedroom with a basement, but it's a drop style. I'll explain you when I'll explain you the floor plans in the coming slides as well. And now for this 6-bedroom, you're going to get it for 24 million and ending to 27.9 million. So this is how you can even imagine the plot sizes. This would be the average plot size for the 6-bedroom will be 14,800 square foot. So this is how it's huge and gigantic in the community. And as I told you before, that they have revised the plan. Earlier it was 7,000 villas only, but now they have 3,100 villas. That's it. That's the only thing. So you can also check the difference, like where is 7,000, and they have just made it into half, like it's just less than half as well. So the exclusivity, the exclusivity of this Emaar Oasis Palace Villas should stay, and the capital appreciation, as I told you, it would be something beyond your imagine. It would be mind-boggling. It would be entirely different. So this is how the things work. Now we'll go to the next slide. Okay, now I will tell you something like it's huge. And the analysis that we are doing, it's not that we are just telling on to the paper based, the brochure information. There is something I'll tell you. So how we will calculate the density, and the density is calculated on the total area upon total units. So then you get the units per square foot, like the houses per square foot. And I'll tell you how it's going to happen. This is a visual representation, like how most of the villa communities are densely packed. Okay, in this one you can see these villas, like, okay, this is the whole master plan. The villas are like placed one on the other, and one on to the sides, and it's not something that there's not spacious. It's not spacious at all. But as compared, like what we have here in Emaar Oasis, the palace, this one would be taking you to an entirely different level, because you're getting a very huge distance. You're getting a very good space. That's the units per square foot is more in the palace, Oasis Palace Emaar. Like this, it would be entirely different. And this is how the other villa communities look like. Like if you have ever been into if you ever seen an aerial view, or have you been to a community like all the other villa communities, then you can imagine like these things are happening. It's like you are placed on one on the other on the side like this, and the spaces are very low. But in this case, this will be entirely different. You will get a huge number of units per square foot, and this is how this makes different. This is the USB, the unique selling point of this Emaar Oasis, the palace launch, which is going to be happening. This is how it's gonna done. So now I'll take you to understand the density and the exclusivity of the particular project, that is the Oasis by Emaar, and especially the palace. Now we have the Dubai Hills estate, that is having 33,000 units per 118 million. That's the total square foot space. That's the whole area of the land that is being built on. And they have one unit for 3,588. Now we go to the Jumeirah Golf Estate, that is having 2,100 units. and the total land, it's 40 million. So you will get 1 unit per 19,125 square foot. Now we go back to our main, the industry leading Oasis. So that's only 3,100 units, and the land, the all total land, that is 86 million. And now when we divide this 86 million from this 3,100, so you get 27,778 square foot per unit. So one home is just far away, like 27,778. So that exclusivity, that richness, that rareness is being delivered by Oasis by Emaar. Now on top of it, I have some more comparisons. As I discussed before, we were having a conversation regarding this, the 4 communities that we had already taken into the analysis. Now I will show you the different one. So the first one is the Emirates Hills. You can see, so now we have taken the ideal comparison, like 6-bedroom villa, where the average price would come around 63 million. As you can see, the Emirates Hills is having for 52 million, 59 million, 60 million, and here 72, 72, 72. So roundabout, when we take an average, we get 63 million for the average comparison for this. And let me remind you one thing. The starting price is from 24 million. So for this community like this, the starting, that's the ideal condition that we have taken. So 6-bedroom starts from 24 million. Now we'll go back to the front. Yeah. So the Emirates Hills having an average price gap of 63 million. Now, if you compare the same with the Oasis, as it's on the nascent stage, it's on the infant stage as of now. But at the time of the handover, we can just take it as like, for example, here, it's like Emirates Hills, that is for price gap of 142%. And now the Oasis having 24 million, that's the starting range. And it's very easy to cope up that stress to just double out your investment, like if you're gonna be doing that in 24 million. So these things are something which is making really different, and as well as a lesson that's to be taken by the other developers, like the less is the more. Now I'll take you to the next slide. Okay, now we go to the District 1. Now the average price of a 6-bedroom villa here in District 1 is 85 million, 56 million, 44 million, 95 million, even 36 million. And now these crazy numbers, that depends totally upon the places around where it has been the allocation has been done. And like an information alert, like most of the people don't know that the District 1, the lagoon is a standing lagoon. It's not moving. And most of the time what happens, in a week or two, the water, which is a stagnant water, is sucked out from the lagoons. And few times when you visit, most of the people don't know this fact. Like the District 1, the lagoon has been sucked out. The water has been sucked out from the lagoon. And when you see that, it's like an empty lagoon, because the water has to be sucked out and it's need to be filtered, and just need to be get back into the lagoon as well. So this kind of a process is there in District 1. Like most of the people, they aren't aware. And this is something the people should be very, very conscious, and it's not very helpful and it's good for your aesthetics. And it's not ideal, to be frank. And now I'll take you to the next place, the next villa community. That is the Dubai Hills Estate. As you can see here, that the prices starts by 55, 60, 50, 50, 55, and 40. So on an average, it comes around 53 million. That's the average for a 6-bedroom villa with all this caliber, all this specification, which is having by the palace from Emaar. And there is a price gap. There's a huge price gap of 104% that can easily be triggered, and that can be covered up by the Emaar Oasis. Okay, and now I'll take you to the next slide, like the Jumeirah Golf Estate. The average price here, 37, 49 million, 41 million. So average price comes around 44 million. So the price gap is 65%. That's huge. That is really mind-boggling numbers. Like, you will be crazy. Your brain would be stormed. once you go and check with all the same specifications what Oasis is offering at a very low price and a very low stage. And this is how it's done, and there is a huge potential for our palace by Oasis. Okay, now I'll show you the all comparisons for an average. In Emirates Hills, it's like 63 million, and for the district one, it's 61 million. When we go on to the next slide, it's Dubai Hills Estate, that is 53 million. It's a huge amount. And this neighboring villa community, which is next to Oasis, the average price is 43 million. And the price gaps, as you can see, for 142, 134, 104, 65, and 112, that would be the average price that we are expecting for Oasis by Emaar and by the palace, especially for the palace and the address villas as well. So it would be something, and it can really be covered up within a couple of years, like 2 years, like like onto the handover. It can easily go up to the 55 to 50 million. That's the idealistic case anyways. So these things you should know, you should understand, like why this kind of a research and analysis should be there in the market for the comparison for the things. And I'll take you to the next slide now. Let's come back to the same slide. As I tell you, this district one, Dubai Hills Estate, Jumeirah Golf Estate, and Emirates Living, these all four have the common connection in them, that is the Al Khail Road. And from here onwards, the Al Khail Road changes to the Al Faiz Street. So it's crucially the same, but the name has been changed. This is how it's done. And as you can see, this community, this road is going to be connecting to the same community, and all four communities which we compared share the same road, the same main street of the Al Khail Road that turns out to be here as the Al Faiz Road. So this is the reason you need to understand the whole scenario, that why we compared these all living villa communities. Okay, this is how it's done, and you need to be very precise when you are talking about all four villa communities. So now I'm going to take you to the next slide, where we have made some market analysis, some research, and some optimistic price value which should be delivered by Emaar. So now I'll take you to the first case, where is the conservative case. We can also say that it's a worst case scenario where the launch price is 26 million, and at the time of handover, that is in Q4 2029, it will be going towards 50 million. That's the worst case scenario we have been assuming. We have just made a prediction, and with that, capital appreciation would come around 93%, and you will take away to your home the profit of 24 million. This is the worst case scenario. And as we have compared the previous 4-5 districts, the 4-5 areas of the villa community, average price for this particular conservative case is just 50 million. But on the cases that we have discussed, it was 63 million, it was 55 million, 54 million, like that. So it's nothing very like, it's not out of the box that Emaar cannot do this. Emaar can definitely catch on, and it's like very easy for it to get onto this capital appreciation. By the way, Emaar is known for the capital appreciation in the Dubai real estate market. The best part is why people go into Emaar, whether it's an apartment, whether it's a townhouse, or whether it's a villa. So people go for this. People opt idealistically for Emaar because Emaar is known for the best capital appreciation as well in all the community. And once Emaar starts on a particular project in a particular place where there's nothing available, the different developers also come in. They try to cash in the same amount, just selling the name Emaar, like the Emaar community is there, so we're going to build a different community, a different apartment, or any residential building, a residential community. So this is the first scenario. That's the worst case scenario. That's the orthodox scenario that we are talking about. Now we come to the second one, that is the realistic one. So this one, the starting price is 26 million for a 6-bedroom apartment villa. I'm so sorry for that. The handover would be 55 million. At the time it would be done, it would be delivered. The price we are relating, like we are just optimizing it for 55 million. So the capital appreciation will go to 112%, and you would be walking home with a profit of 29 million, a whooping 29 million dirham. That's not something that it's easy, but yes, it is achievable, and for sure it will be done, because it's Emaar. It's not some other community, it's not some other villa community with the competition. So these things would be happening, and this price is something which is realistic, and it is very easily achievable for a project which has such a nice caliber, such a good caliber anyways. So now we come for the optimistic one, where the price remains the same. That is the launch of 26 million. The price is 26 million, and at the time of handover it becomes 60 million. So the capital appreciation goes 131%, and you would be walking to your home with a profit, a huge bag of 34 million dirham. That is something which is out of the box, which is something which can take you to the next level, which such a profit that can go on to the next level, and you can plan much more investments in Dubai real estate market as well with this whooping. Whether you are an investor or whether you are just end user, I would definitely suggest all of you, all of my friends, all of my investors, to just pull in some cash, just tie up with the financials and get into this project right now, because this is something which is having a great opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity where you can change your life, and you can do something which, with this fortune, the 34 million dirham, a whooping 34 million dirham, to be honest. Now I will take you to the next slide. Now, talking about the palace. Palace is something that is just a name. It's just a brand. It's just an entirely different levels. Now we have previous launches and previous deliveries as well. Now this one, the Palace Residence and the Dubai Hills Estate, which was launched in 2024, not even like 5 to 7 months ago. And the original price was, at the time of launch, it was 2,500 dirham per square foot. And now the appreciation has gone to 3,000 dirham per square foot. Now the capital appreciation per year is just 20%. So the completion, at the time of completion, you can imagine as well, like what kind of appreciation, the capital appreciation would be there. Now we are standing in 2025, and this project is going to be completed in 2028. So you should also understand and imagine, like, why you should go to Emaar, especially the villa communities, the apartment communities, and so many things to be numbered. And let's go to the other slide as well. And frankly, this is an apartment community. This is an apartment community. Basically, it's a tower. So definitely, it will be different from what it is, from what it would be in the coming time when it would be at the handover. Now they have the Palace Residence North, that is Dubai Creek Harbour, and it was launched in the year 2023, and it would be completed in the next upcoming 2 years. The original price square foot was 1,725 dirham, and the current price square foot for today, we are standing in 2025 March, it's 2,400 per square feet, dirham per square feet. The capital appreciation that has been delivered as of now is 39%. And the capital appreciation per year is going like a gradual growth, a gradual stretch. It's 34%. I'll take you to another slide as well. The famous Creek Palace by Dubai Creek Harbour. So you will get something. It was launched in 2022. 2026 is the completion next year. The original price square foot was 1,500 AED per square foot, and this one, the current price is 2,650. So the capital appreciation comes around 77%. Now, the per year capital appreciation is going to be 38%. That's what our analysis does. Best place to invest, whether it's on a palace or for a residential tower, or you're going for a villa community. And by the way, let me tell you something. It's like for the villa community, it's entirely different. What I'm showing here is for the tower, for the apartment. But when you compare for a villa, for an apartment, by the way, there isn't any comparison. But when we go through the villa community, it will be entirely different. What I'm explaining, it's like for the villa, for the tower, and now for the villa community, it will be entirely different. Now the Palace Beach Residence for Emaar Beachfront, they have also done here in Emaar Beachfront as well. The completion is this year later, and the original price when it started, it was 2,600 AED per square foot. And the current price right now, which is here in 2025, it is 4,300 per square feet. It is almost appreciation gone to 65%, and appreciation per year it's gone to 22%. It's going gradually, and it's very great. So the Emaar beachfront was something which Palace, the Palace branding delivered, and is about to deliver. I'm so sorry for that. It's going to be delivered in in couple of months. Now we'll go to the Palace residence by Creek Harbor. Like this, it was completed in 2023 and it was launched in 2029. The current price square foot is 2,900 dirham, but when it was launched, it was 1,300 dirham. So the capital appreciation came like in the couple of years, like 4 years. At the time of handover, it is 123%. That is something you should always keep in mind, because as I explained earlier, that the Emaar is known for its capital appreciation, and for appreciation per year, it's 25%. That's not something other competitor is delivering, but only Emaar. So you should also check, and you should have a brief knowledge about this, like why you should invest only in Emaar. That's the best part. I'll take you to the next slide now, to the floor plans. That's like we're going to have analysis as well for this floor plans, like what you're going to get. So the first one which we have is 4-bedroom with the basement. You can see this is the basement, this is the ground floor, and this is the first floor. Let me explain you some things more about the basement. We have the entrance out here. When you can see here, we have the entrance. Then we can go towards the living room. This is the living room as well. You have a lift as well, an elevator which goes until the G+1. And on top of it, you have a dumb waiter. What is a dumb waiter? I'll explain you. It's a lift. It's a kind of an intertransferable lift which can be used to transfer the food from a kitchen of like higher floor, like from a ground floor to the basement, and it can easily be served. So this is something which is a very unique feature that is being placed by Emaar, keeping the facility in the mind. Now I'll take you to the ground floors. When we enter, this is the garage for 3 parkings for the car, and when we enter, you have the guest suite, and the washroom is already attached inside. Then we go again to the front. We have the lift, which I mentioned earlier. On top of it, we will go towards this side on the right. You can see the kitchen, the dirty kitchen, where all foods would be prepared. They have the dumb waiter as well. Now they have the show kitchen here this side. Yeah, and we have the living room, and here is the living room compared and connected together. This is how this has been meant. Now we go towards the backyard. The backyard has the swimming pool. Okay, and now on the sides we have the lush greenery of the side, and this is how the 4-bedroom can be used. Now when we move towards the first floor, we have the bedrooms, which is the first bedroom, the master bedroom, the master bedroom, the master bedroom, and the master bedroom, with all attached to the washrooms as well. And this is how it's been there. And here you have the balcony where you can have a very good evening and you can enjoy. This is how the palace villa for 4-bedroom with the basement would look like. And believe me, basement is something which not very easy to be made. It's a very cost intensive thing, and most of the projects and the competitors most of them don't have the basement, and it's very cost intensive. It's it's a tough task to be done. But being Emaar, there's nothing tough. They are giving the basement as a gift, as something which can really be used into the next level. And by the way, the basement, it won't be something which is just the dark. They have ample amount of sunlight, the natural light that would be coming inside, because the floor to ceiling height would be definitely great. And like this, the windows and everything would be perfect, so that you can have the first ever palace branded villas for the 4-bedroom with the basement. Now I'll take you to the 5-bedroom as well. Now this one is the 5-bedroom, but it don't have any basement. Okay, now for the ground floor, you have the entrance, you have the garage, that's 3 for the 3 cars. Same as I said before, the layouts are almost identical, but the only thing that makes the differentiator is the rooms and the basement as well, as I said. So this one has the guest bedroom, as I said before, and here you will get a lift. And when you go straight onto the left, you have a living room where you can have the sittings, the couch, and the gossips. And on top of it, on the left side, when you go, you will get the dining room, and then you have same with the dirty kitchen out here. And then when you go onto the back side, you have the swimming pool. This is how the ground floor would look like. This is the same render that you're gonna get without the basement. Now when we move towards the 5 bedroom, the first floor 5 bedroom, so you will get here 1 bedroom with the washroom attached. Then you go forward, you have the lift. Then here the the 3rd bedroom, the 4th and the 5th one. This is how it's done, and this is how it is made. And now we have the roof plan. The lift also goes to the roof, and this is how there is another room out here, where there is a washroom attached as well. Here is a terrace, and here you can use it for the sitting and the lobby as well. You can enjoy the scenic views of the lagoons. You can have a very pleasant evening like this, and this is how it's going to be. It's super luxurious. On top of it, this portion can also be used as an entirely different room, so it can be considered as a 6-bedroom villa. But on paper, what Emaar is selling is just for 5-bedroom villa for this. So this is how the 5-bedroom without the basement would look like, and I will explain you the other drop style 5-bedroom with the basement in the coming slides as well. Yes, this one is with the basement, as I explained you before. It's like you would start with the basement. You have the lift, the dumbwaiter, the kitchen, and the leisure room, and everything that's gone. So when we go towards the ground floor, the entrance, here's the entrance, the same floor plan as I explained before. The guest room, the dirty kitchen, the dumbwaiter, and the room, the washrooms, everything is gonna be identical. It's just the differentiator that there would be an entirely different room that would make it as a 5-bedroom. And now we move towards the first floor. You have the 4 bedrooms here, comprising the master suite, and the master suite as well, with the attached washroom. The lifts also available there. You go straight onto the right, onto the left, I'm so sorry. Like this, it would be there. And now for the roof plan. This lift, again, it's connected, it's well connected towards the roof as well. And then we have the sitting arrangement for the terrace. And this room, there's another room which can be used as a 6-bedroom villa, as I mentioned before. So these things are something extraordinary what Emaar is thinking and Emaar is planning, especially in the palace villas. This is how it's done. And now is the much awaited, the 5-bedroom with the drop style, with the drop type floor plan. So this one, as I told you, that these villas are being elevated. So there would be a different elevation, like the basement and the ground floor, they would have a different height. They would be at a different height. This is how the drop style would look like. Same, the entrance, the exit, the garage. And when you go inside, you will be on the different level. You will be onto a different level where the basement and the ground floor, they both would be on the different heights. This is how the drop style would look like. Same as as I mentioned, this one suits the rooms, the master bedroom, and the guest room, and like this. This is how the dumbwaiter, the kitchen, everything is same, identical. The only differentiator here in the drop style, the drop type, is the different elevation point. As I told you before as well, that this thing would be there because these villas are elevated, and the water which is flowing is going from up towards the down, from the up style to the down, and then it's been circulated. So that's why it's been at an elevation that helps this master plan of this particular 5-bedroom to make it onto a different level. Now I'll take you to the 6-bedroom as well with the basement. So as I explained before, this is the basement. You get everything. You get the sides, you get the opening from here, you get the lift, you get the dumbwaiter, you have a dirty kitchen, you have a show kitchen as well. And when you start with the entrance, you go onto the straight, you take to the left, you have this guest suite where you can welcome your guest, and they can really be very happy to go there. And you have 3 car parkings. And then when you go onto the straight, onto the left side, when you cross the lift, you have the living area. And now onto the right side of the living area, you will get the dining area, the show dining area. And then we have the dirty kitchen and the show kitchen as well. So this is how it's done, which comes with the driver's room and the maid's room with their personal washroom as well. That is on the ground floor. Now, when we move towards the first floor, we have five bedrooms here, because the one which is already here, so the five bedrooms would be on the first floor. So this is how it is: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 bedrooms which are connected, well connected to the washrooms as well, and the lift is also connected same time. And I forget to explain you the pool that is on the backyard. It's really great, and it's all covered with the lush greenery, so you would feel the nature is nearby. It's like you will feel the nature, the love for the nature will always be there. So this is how it is. And now when you go towards the roof plan, the terrace, you have the terrace onto the left side, you have the sitting area, and on top of it you have another room which can also be used as entirely different room if you will use it properly, and it can be used and can be claimed as a 7-bedroom apartment, 7-bedroom villa. This is how it's gonna happen. And on top of it, but as I said before, that Emaar is still selling this one. This can be used as a 7-bedroom villa, but Emaar is getting done on the papers was only with the 6-bedroom villa. Now I will take you to the renders, the beautiful renders of the community. That starts with the first one. This is the first place, the first view villa. As I said, 3-car parking, the entrance, the majlis and dumbwaiter, the kitchen and everything would be there. This is how the first render would look like. This is your first villa that would look like, which is Palace branded. Now I'll take you to the second one. See this one, they have a different type as well. As you can see in the first render, this parking was onto the left side, but now onto the other one. As I can see, I will change the slide, so it takes onto the right one as well. So they have different types of master plan, and it's like totally depends upon you, like what you want to go with. If you want to strictly be onto the right side or onto the left side with the garage specification. This is how it would look like for the second one. This is the third one, which is entirely different design with the modern architecture and luxury. This is how it's going to look like. The sunlight would be falling and you would be getting the perfect natural light in your rooms. In all the room, the sunlight would be penetrating really deep, and it would be very lighted. It would be lighted up really great. And you won't feel that, oh, I'm living in a place where it's very dark, or even for the basements, it would be very attractive. It would be very lit up, like the sunlight would definitely penetrate inside, and it would be very lighten up place. Now I'll take you to the other renders as well. So this is how the backyard would look like. See the floor to ceiling windows, they have everything out here, as I explained, that the lush greenery, the love for the nature. For you would be having the love for the nature. You will feel very close, that I'm very close to the nature. This is what Emaar is delivering with the Palace branded villas. And you can see there's a swimming pool and everything. This is the ultimate luxury, like it's a super branded place where to live in. So this is another render for the backyard. As I explained to you, you have the sitting arrangement, you have the running water swimming pool as well, you have the courtyard on the outside and onto the sides as well, the greenery, the lush green stuff, it's there. And you get the floor to ceiling windows, which will get you the natural light really very easy. So now is the inside, like how it would look in the inside of the house, inside of the villa. I'm so sorry for that. It's like you're gonna be the floor to ceiling windows. You can see, you can be on the balcony, you can enjoy the blue view of the lagoon, and you can just sit around, you can relax, you can even read a book or do whatever you want. And this is the entrance, sorry, not the entrance, it's like it's the living area, a living area where you can have your guests and everything. This is how it's done. And now we go for the terrace area, where you can have the parties, the kind of the barbecue and all that stuff that you can really use. This is the terrace area where you can have your dinners as well and enjoy the lovely breeze and the lovely view of the lagoon as well. You can see in the renders. This is how it's be looking like. Now this one, the lagoon, as you can see, this is the plan where the units would be allocated. And this one, you can see here, this the lagoon, that one is a running lagoon, as I mentioned a couple of times previously. It's like you will be starting, you have all the amenities out here. You have the parks, you have the kids pool area, you have everything. You have everything out here. And this is how it's done. This is it for now. This is how the analysis works out. And definitely I would tell everyone that this if in case you're going to buy, you want to invest, then you are definitely, it's like investing in a Bitcoin, which is going to be higher and higher. This is how it would be looking like. I have explained you in everything in detail, with the price perspective, the amenities you're going to get, what kind of a new styling of the drop and the floor plans as well, and what kind of a villas you're going to get, what amenities you're going to get, on either onto the sides, either on to the sides of the roadside, whether it's on the lagoon side. I explained you everything. So just don't waste time, because opportunities are for those who are the quick movers. So this is how it's gonna done. And thank you so much. This is what Emaar Oasis belongs, and this is a great investment opportunity for those who's gonna grab it. Thank you.